faith is holding them up, and they're strong. We all love them so much. But I think about Neil, been thinking about him so much lately. We all have praying for him, but I think about in the last day and today what he's seeing right now, what he's doing, you know. But anyway, I just wanted, some of you don't know about that, so our hearts are heavy in one way this morning. I want to mention also that Gracie Foyle's brother has been serving. He's on our prayer list. He has been over in the Ukraine, if I can get this open. His name is Eric Payne, and he's been over there for, Gracie, I don't know how long, almost 3 years now, and he's scheduled to come home the 20th of this month, correct? But they have had some really serious things happening right now. He's on the front line of the Russian border, and they've had some serious missile and bombing attacks that came really, really close. And so let's keep Eric Payne in your prayers that he'll come home safely. But they're spreading the word of God. They're witnessing to people and spreading that seed and bringing people to Christ. Samaritan's Purse. Do you remember how much we had? It's like $3,900. I think our Samaritan's Purse, we had one day of a love offering for Samaritan's Purse to help with the tragedy and the devastation up in the mountains. And I'm pretty sure we're close to $3,900, and we're very, very glad and blessed about that. Today in your bulletin, you can look inside the bulletin, and today our monthly church service over at the Greens Assisted Living Facility is today at 2 o'clock, 2 to 2:30. Brother Robert and Kelly Deraspino had started that before they came here recently to our church, and we were blessed that they'd allow us to go with them, and we're blessed when we go and sing with those people over there. And then Robert has a message for them, and they're just so happy and thrilled and blessed by our presence, and we in turn really probably receive the greatest blessing because those people don't get to see many people. They don't get to get out. And so anybody that wants to go with us, we get there about 1:45, and we try to get them into the cafeteria, help get them there, and then the program begins, and we're usually through by 2:30 or whatever. So it's a great blessing and a great ministry. Over at the Greens Assisted Living, that's over on 211. Just go out here and turn left on 211. It's out there on the right. I want to mention also in your bulletin, you see the Fall Festival is the 23rd, November the 23rd. Also, the shoebox ministry that we do that's through Samaritan's Purse, the boxes are due back November the 6th, if you can, and they're back there in the vestibule on the table. I believe that's about all that I had. Now, what am I leaving out, folks? Because I know I'm probably leaving something out. Today's homecoming. I didn't leave that out. That's in there. Anything else this morning? Before we go to the Lord in prayer, any praises that you want specifically, any prayer requests that we don't have, updates, anything at all before we go to the Lord in prayer?
I know.
Yes, sir.
I'm just thankful for this church and everybody that's here and came here back to visit. Well, they're helped bring me up. Everybody had a little part of it, and I'm so thankful for the friends that we were able to get a hold of that came back as we have. We're in another church, and I just appreciate it so much. And I wanted to thank everybody and thank them too.
Thank you. Now, are you Max Gilmore's son?
Say amen to that.
Yeah.
He's Max Gilmore's son.
Okay. Well, before I ask for anybody else, when I was a child, my grandparents would bring, we didn't go to this church, but we would come to hear Max Gilmore when I was a little boy. And so I knew the history of this church preaching the gospel, and everybody looked up to Max Gilmore and loved hearing him preach. So I'm glad to get to see you and meet you. But yeah, our grandparents, my brother Buck and I know we came a bunch of times. But the history of this church is important to me because it's a history of preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ. It goes on even today.